Good evening and welcome to Northeast Current. I'm Kathi Bankes. I'm here tonight for John Baldino, my son, who is out on assignment but will be back next week. And tonight we have Jack Gibbons from the Showcase Theater who's going to give us some information on a show they have coming up. What is the show that you have coming up, Jack?
Hi, Kathy. The show is Neil Simon's Laughter on the 23rd Floor. It opens at our theater in Exeter on November 15th. It runs also on the 16th and the following weekend on the 22nd and the 23rd. And we wind up with a matinee on Sunday the 24th.
Oh, so you're going to be quite busy.
Quite busy, yes. We have another 2.5 weeks of rehearsal, and our wonderful ensemble cast is hard at work even as we speak.
And I understand you are the director of this show.
I am. I have directed in a number of venues in northeastern Pennsylvania. I like working at Showcase because it's an arena-style theater.
Yes.
And it's actually, in that theater, this is the 4th Neil Simon show that I've directed there.
Oh, okay. So you have a little Neil Simon thing
Yes,
going on.
yes.
Okay.
I'm a Neil Simon fan.
Okay. And how does, I know you do some acting also.
Yes, I do.
Okay. How does it differ? I mean, what do you see the difference? Do you like the directing more or the acting more?
Well, I like directing because when you act, you're responsible for your role. When you direct, you are responsible for everything. And so what is actually presented on the stage is, in effect, your vision. And the way that we do it at Showcase Theater, we're responsible for the set, the costuming, and the overall presentation. Although at Showcase we have a lot of help, a lot of technical help.
You do? Do you
yes.
Do you build your own sets?
We build our own sets. They're currently under construction right now. As a matter of fact, when I finish here tonight, I'm meeting with the technical director, Steve Lewis, and we're going to discuss some aspects of the set.
Okay, so I'm guessing that this is like a every night job for several weeks.
Yes, we generally rehearse 5.5 to 6 weeks, 4 nights a week. When you do community theater, you have to be aware of the fact that this is an avocation for people. Everybody has a full-time job, and so we have to take that into consideration when we schedule rehearsals. It's fun. It's a challenge, but it is fun in doing it this way.
I think that most people who are involved in community theater are very dedicated. I mean, they definitely have a passion for what they do.
Yeah, we do, and I think there's something about creating something from nothing. You start off with a script, a raw cast, and in 6 weeks, hopefully you have a finished product that the audience will come and see and enjoy. And more often than not, that's the case. Oh. That's the fun of it.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure this is going to be quite a funny show. So how do you keep yourself from not busting up laughing while you're directing it?
Well, I do. Those who know me, I'm a terrible punster, and one of the reasons why I like directing a show like this, it gives me an opportunity to bore the cast with some outrageous puns, and so that's how I amuse myself.
So that's your part of your acting, even though you're not acting.
Exactly.
But you do still do some acting.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I was in a show a couple of months ago at Showcase Theater called Breaking Legs, and it was a lot of fun. Small roles, because at my age, I can't remember lines the way I used to.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Jack. I totally understand. How did you get involved in theater?
Well, I started in college. Actually in high school, quite by accident, at Scranton Central High School, which I understand doesn't exist anymore. That's a shame. And then at the University of Scranton, I was very active in the University of Scranton Players, which at that time was a drama club. That was long before they had a theater department. And I've created lifelong friendships through it, and it's been a lot of fun.
That's good. It's wonderful. I mean, there is a lot of people who are interested in going to these shows,
yes.
And they come out and they always have had a great time. And
we are very lucky here in northeastern Pennsylvania. While this particular show that I'm directing happens to be at Showcase Theater, it's one of 13 or 14 theaters in northeastern Pennsylvania that's very, very active. And we're very fortunate in northeastern Pennsylvania. We have a large number of actors and directors, and the audiences seem to appreciate the effort.
Oh, they absolutely do. I think that in most of those theaters are volunteer, if I'm not
Oh yeah,
mistaken.
there are a few for-profit theaters, but most are non-profit, and we do it for the love of it.
And most of you are building your own sets and making your own costumes and designing your own, you know.
And sometimes we make up our own lines.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, you have to do what you have to do,
That's
right?
That's right.
It's all about you becoming the person or the person now becoming you.
Exactly.
How many people actually are in this cast?
This is a rather large cast. This has 9 people in the
Okay,
cast.
that is large.
And generally, with a large cast like that, you have difficulty finding everybody that you want to find that can fill out the cast. Well, we're very fortunate with it. We have an ensemble group of veterans and newcomers, a good mix, and I'm very, very pleased with the way rehearsals have gone so far. We're going to have a good show.
Well, that's good. Now, what days is this opening again?
It opens in 3 weeks, actually 2 weeks, November 15th and 16th, and November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, and our theater is just adjacent to Fox Hill Golf Course.
Yes.
In Exeter, Pennsylvania.
Yes. And can people call ahead, or can they buy them at the door?
Both. 655-2555 is our theater telephone number.
Okay.
Call and reserve your seats now, because I promise you, Neil Simon sells out.
Yes,
Neil Simon sells out.
I'm sure Neil
Yes.
Simon does sell out. Does is there a dinner included in this, or is
Not
it
in
just,
this.
Okay.
No, not in this. This is a very interesting show. This show is a thinly veiled tale about the old Sid Caesar show,
Okay.
which played in the 50s on television, and about the writers who wrote the show, and that's what Laughter on the 23rd Floor actually refers to. All the writers who put the show together. And there's the Sid Caesar character, and there's the Neil Simon character, and the Howard Morris character, the Carl Reiner character. It's a wonderful, and Selma Diamond. So those of you older people out there may remember Selma Diamond. She's a character in this show, although we don't call them by those names. And it's a very, very funny show. I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh, I'm definitely going to make a point to come.
Yes.
No doubt about it. So, what else do you have anything else on the burner for upcoming, or are you not releasing that yet?
Oh no, not releasing it yet. The showcase has a very full schedule. We have a spring show and a summer show, and auditions will be held for those roles shortly. Watch your newspaper and listen to television for the announcements for that.
And you do audition outside your own theater?
Oh yes,
open
yes.
auditions?
Open auditions. We encourage people to come and act, and also come and help sell tickets, sweep the floor, build the set, gather props.
Right.
There's room for everybody.
Oh, that's wonderful. So maybe I'll come down and audition for you.
Please do. Please do. We can't guarantee you that we're going to cast
Oh, no,
you,
now,
but
Jack. I think I might have a little in here. I'm not sure. Do you do any musicals? Are you?
We do musicals. We did the Rocky Horror Show.
Oh, my in-laws just went to see that, actually.
We did Godspell. We did. We do everything. With drama, we do Shakespeare, and everything. Everything you can think of, we have done at this theater.
Do you have any, do you have shows, do you have children in the cast?
We have children's shows. We have children's shows that we have done
Oh,
there.
really?
Oh, yes. And that's wonderful to see.
Oh.
That's a lot of fun to see.
That's got to be great.
Yes, it
because
is. That's a lot of fun.
I
yeah.
think a child that can get up there and do this is just wonderful.
Yes, it is. It's good training. It's
Oh,
excellent training.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, as a child, I would never have been able to do that.
Yeah.
But I think it's great for them to get out there and, then look, years from now they'll be directing.
Oh, golly. Yes. But leave room for me.
I mean,
okay?
really, when you think of it nowadays, there's just so much more for the kids, because years ago, most of the schools didn't even have a drama club. And if they did, it was very small.
Right.
Where now the schools seem to be doing a lot more with it. Every
Right.
school seems to be putting on a big show every year. And
You're absolutely correct, and they're good to see. They're good to see, and we have people in our who come to our theater who got their start in high school and in junior high school theater. When we put on the Rocky Horror Show, there were a number of cast members who came from Bishop Hoban and Wyoming area Catholic. Good training ground.
well,
Good
it's
training
amazing
ground.
the talent that we have in our area, honestly, because I think people don't realize, that they go to New York to see a show, and yes, that's wonderful, but you can go see a great quality show right in our backyard many times.
I promise you this. If you come to see any community theater in northeastern Pennsylvania, for those of you who are skeptical, You will come back after you see it because you're going to be amazed at the level of professionalism that's exhibited.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and I have seen, I mean, some of the costumes at these shows are just unbelievable. I'm sure you have someone who designs your costumes and
Yes.
makes them.
Yes.
And,
yeah.
you know, sews their fingers to the
Well,
bone.
we're searching for some costumes now because our particular show, Laughter on the 23rd Floor, takes place in the 50s, in the 1950s. So we have to have our wide lapel, double-breasted suits. It's going to be interesting to see what we come up with.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, you might be able to find some of them, though. It's Halloween time, you know. They might
Yeah,
be out
well,
in some of
that's
the
true.
places. But this is wonderful. I'm anxious to actually get to see the show. I would love to try to get down and see it. And
Please do.
I think that it'll go well. So it was great talking with you today. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll return after a couple messages.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you.